Greetings, good evening. We are hanging out this Wednesday. We're playing Dragons Down. It's Board Game Wednesday, and it's sort of become Dragons Down Wednesday recently. um, and that is because Dragons Down just completed its Eastern Reaches Kickstarter, which is the latest expansion. Adds new terrains, new classes, new items, horses, new natives. So definitely an expansion for the game. Now we are playing with some of those rules and those items, but not the terrains. What we're playing with is we're playing with the questing cards. So a little bit there. We're playing with the quest cards. We tried this mod out before. Hey, what's up, Michael? We tried this mod out before, and with Eastern Reaches sort of bringing Dragons Down sort of back into my headspace, I thought it was time to drag these out again, and so we did make a little bit of headway. What we did not do is I did not get specific quests and events for the desert and the river entirely complete. So what that means is we're playing with the woods, the caves, the swamps, the plains, and the mountains. We're not playing with the desert or the rivers tonight. As striking as those are on the map, we're not playing with those. Sorry, but yeah, we just don't. I don't have the quest done. I'm getting there. It's slow going. I'm drinking ginger lime ice, sparkling water. It's sweetened, artificial sweetener, which is not good for you, by the way. Don't. But that is that's what we're drinking tonight. On our docket here, we have the half-orc pit fighter, and who else do we have? What we got? We got the gnome Burgess. Oh wait, I need items for these dudes here. No, that's all he has. A spell and 24 gold. That's literally it. Pit fighter has $8. Burgess has 24. Let's make sure that our scoreboard is ready to rock here. The magician has 15 and a staff. Hey, what's up, Tony? I see you have I do have quest cards. I did get the quest cards together, but I don't have desert quest cards. Hey, what's up, Mark Mitchell? Greetings. I feel like I'm lacking space a tiny bit. Like I feel like my scoreboard is taking up a lot more space than it should be. But we're not going to deal with that just yet. But that's I'm just feeling a little constrained. Sorry about that. I mean, we'll see how it goes. New way to play separate from bingo. Yes, I mean, this is the way I typically play Magic Realm. I brought these victory conditions over. So we'll explain a little bit. So I have 3 characters, the Pit Fighter, the Burgess, and the Magician. Pit Fighter is from Eastern Reaches. Burgess is from the Natives and Legends expansion. And Magician is Desolation, I believe. So we've covered a lot of ground here. So let's talk about real quick. Orc Pit Fighter, big bruiser, right? His speeds possibly are 3 and 3. He only has 4 brown cubes though, 3 might cubes. I thought that was a decent enough. I think Gnome is better for the Pit Fighter. Hey, what's up, Dural? I think Gnome's better for the Pit Fighter because that extra speed cube is super helpful. And typically, you're not going to overstrength these axes. But I'm playing Burgess without all the natives. But I have the natives rules are up. Just not... but the natives aren't appearing everywhere and doing all the things, yes. But his higher ability should still be pretty on point. In fact, I intend for him to hire pretty much day one. Two hand axes. I figured if we need to overstrength one, we can and do 2 sharp damage. Otherwise, we're going to use leather and the leather helm and our 3 hearts to sort of survive. And our quests are smithy. Trade with the smith, give him a weapon treasure, not an item, but a treasure. 10 gold, earn a VP. He hones one of your weapons and puts a sharp sword in the second might box. And I figured that was a good keeper. Remember, you get 3 quests. Well, we'll talk about the quest. Well, okay, let's do that actually. So, where's the damn rules? Yeah, whatever. You'll live with an explanation as opposed to me reading them to you like a PowerPoint or whatever. Real quick, we forego the normal victory conditions. We do not count legend points. If you do score legend points by completing either a mission or getting a title, you get 10 times the legend points you would have gotten in fame. Otherwise, we don't count legend points. Instead, you have essentially these ongoing missions here, these quests. You get 3 of them to start. At the beginning of the game, you can discard them and pick up to 3, but you have to keep the second set the second ones you get. Completing one of these gives you the whatever the value is. So in this case, Dragon Slayer, kill a dragon or a great worm, you get 1 VP. You keep the card, you can trade it a vendor to get a slightly better reward. Done. Same thing here, Pilgrim, right? Discover an altar, monolith, or shrine. Perform a quest action to succeed at a wisdom check, which would be, and he's not going to be Pilgrim, so he probably needs to get rid of this before he starts, because his wisdom not that high. So there you go. So we will use the discard there for him, and he gets monster lore, way better for our guy. And monster lore is, at the end of the day, choose a stack of monsters in an adjacent tile, drag them to your tile, immediately roll to hide. If you defeat those monsters, you earn the VP. So way better for him. You can trade these in at dwellings. If you end your day at a dwelling, you're allowed to trade in cards that you don't want. And you're allowed to trade once at the beginning of the game. I made them. I actually did. I made them. I actually have a mod. The mod is outdated because I did update these recently, which I'm gonna get that mod updated, I promise. I have a mod that puts out a table with all these cards. I also have a Google Drive with the Excel spreadsheets that I used to make the cards. And I used a program called Nandeck to take the Excel and turn it into PNG images to make these cards. That is the extent of my tabletop sim knowledge. Playing as a sheriff, 41 strength. That's a lot of strength. I assume that's a 4. Very fun, Michael. Very fun. Bing. Oh, yes. Thank you, Tony. Yeah. So plant flag. Go to a random location, which we did roll. Putrid Water 1, by the way. Which technically I am going to copy and paste. I did steal, there's an editable piece mod out there, which is really nice. So Putrid Water 1. By the way, we don't know where Putrid Water 1 is, which is why it's here right now. So he's going to have to explore to get that. Secret of the High Pass is go to High Pass 5, and you'll see my scoreboard to the left of me here, and that gives you a little bit more information sometimes. Hey, what's up, Christian? And then Big Game Hunters, kill any Site Guardian, earn a VP, keep this card and trade at a dwelling, and then you get an extra reward. Yeah, Tony, I like the list of objectives. I mean, I know that a lot of people play this as like a open world sandbox adventure, and I play it more like a sporting event. Like, I love to see the different characters with their different capabilities go out and race each other for, for victory. I think that's really fun, and that's where I get the most fun out of the game. And though I don't begrudge anyone for playing it like an epic fantasy sandbox, but I usually play tabletop. Like, I play a lot of tabletop role-playing games for that kind of thing. And so I like these more as competition games, right? So that's why you're seeing the weird victory conditions come out of me. We did take 24 gold and a spell, and I took the 1 cube. We took a green cube, and it's Trailblaze. Because mobility is so important on these, I figured Trailblaze would be a good spell to take. You just got to remind me to do it. So if he's heading into swamps, or if he's heading into mountains, the night before we cast Trailblaze and walk up there without a penalty to movement. Done. That's the Gnome Burgess. Finally, we have a half-elf magician. We took the extra spell and the spell cube. We did take a staff, which I do need to actually take. I don't know that we really need a staff. Maybe we should just flip this and take the extra spell and take an attack. Do we have an attack? Maybe. Let me do that. So I'm going to mark him down. I only gave him 10 gold. Oh, I gave him 15 there. So there you go. My score cards were wrong anyway. But we're going to take an extra blue attack. Water Word is not a great spell. We're going to take... Even that is not that good, frankly. We're going to take Tentacles. That's not really an attack. So that doesn't quite match what we were thinking. But what it does do is, if I do get a weapon, which obviously I'm going to try to get a weapon, then this will give me a little bit of more combat options, right? Because we're not sporting a lot of cubes here. We got 3 brown, 1 red, and then of course a little bit of a stoplight here of magic cubes, and but we're not a great combatant. So we'll see if we can manage with these 4 spells. Vapor Form, of course, is the get out of jail free card, and we're going to cast that as soon as we can. Done. You'll see that I did put notepads up. This is to give me a little reminders and probably write down day to day what people have done and scored. And that's what we're going to do with those. But they do take up a lot of damn space. So you'll have to excuse me. His quests are Flat Earther. Visit Clearing 3 in the Flatlands and the Grassy Plains. The Flatlands, I don't know where they are, but Grassy Plains is here. So the magician's trying to get here, and he's trying to explore and find another plains tile. And if he does so, he's going to get a VP, and he learns Flat Earther, which means if he starts his day in a plains, he gets an extra action that day. Self-improvement, gain a cube anyway, you get a VP. And finally, Pardon Me is have an outlaw token, end your day at a dwelling, pay 5 gold, and earn a VP. And then you discard your outlaw tokens, because you get a pardon. Finally, and I'm sorry that this is taking so long to get through the introduction. You'll excuse me. Finally, we drew 3 events. Events are all plays. Everybody has these quests. They start at the beginning of every week. We're going to do this like Magic Realm. Every week. So day 1, day 8, blah, blah, right, day 15, you're going to get 3 more of these until someone clears them or they time out. Prospector, put the prospector in a random clearing in a cave tile. We rolled, and we made a chart for this. So cave, right? And then we essentially used, and this is a little clunky, this chart, because there's a choose, but whatever. Prospector, we have the Prospector. You assist him by providing labor. We'll talk about that when we get to it. Once complete, earn a VP and roll a d6. And then you roll a d6 and something happens then. You could get trolls. You could get vermin. You could get the old cache, so deep treasures, which is really cool. That's the one you want to roll, I think. And then you get potentially some gold. Holy Days, the Sanctuary is celebrating a holy festival until day 14. End of day 14. You can earn a title from the Sanctuary, kill any monsters adjacent to the Sanctuary, like around the tiles around. 20 gold. Or you can quest there to engage in a prayer and make a wisdom check. You can score 2 categories, but you can't score the same category more than once. Done. Finally, there's been a cave-in. We know where the cave-in is. The cave-in is here. You cannot enter that clearing. To clear the cave-in, you go to an adjacent clearing and you burn quest phases. Quest phase is just a made-up action, right? You burn a cube, action cube. And you do labor. Once 4 points of labor are supplied, the landslide is cleared. Anyone who labored earns a VP. For every point of labor you provided, you get 2 mission dice. So done. That's the game. Now, so every card you complete gives you 1 or 2 VP. Certain cards give you 2, very few give you 2. Usually ones that make you go like all over the place give you a couple. And we'll count that here. You see in the scoreboard I have, you can't see my mouse cursor, but I am really pointing directly above me. And you'll see the scoreboard up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. So you'll see how many cards we've completed, how many points there. And then we're tracking fame, gold, epic treasures, and spells learned for every character. Oh, you know what we're not going to do? I'm sorry, we're not going to actually put their gold here. That's my fault. That was, oopsie. That's a dumb move. Hey, what's up, Michael Mellon? That is not okay. So what the scoreboard is telling us is how many points they've scored for each of these categories. So cards is how many points that how many cards you complete, and you get a point per or 2 points per. Fame, you get 2 points, 1 point, or 0 points based on if you're in first, second, or third place. So in other words, you could have 100 fame, someone else could have 80, you get 2 points, he gets 1, the guy with 7, he gets 0. Similarly with gold, most gold at the end of the game wins that category and gets 2 extra points. The most epic treasures held in your hand at the end of the game, not sold, not found, you must keep them. 2 points, you get a point for second place and nothing for third place. And most spells learned, done. So those are the categories that you can also score, and you'll see that each character to my left, I can never quite understand that that I'm being mirrored by my camera. Just something my brain can never get. My little scoreboard down here will track the fame, the gold, the treasures, and the spells of every character. That's the game. That's the race. So you could technically score up to 8 points without cards, and then however many points you score with cards. Done. I laid out the board until I got 3 dwellings. You'll see the village sanctuary in mine. And then we rolled the first day, and then the pit fighter got to pick his dwelling first, the magician second, the Burgess third. We did not let them choose what civilization tokens were in there, but they did get to see their quest hand beforehand. So you could see it. So for instance, this guy did know, okay, well, I got Dragon Slayer, Monster Lore, etc. He took the sanctuary hoping to clear this cave in and hoping to fight things around here, because any monster killed in these tiles can get him a point for Holy Days. So he's looking at 2 or 3 points real quick is what he's thinking. All right. I think that's it. I think that is probably enough yapping. Let's play and see how this thing plays out. The Pit Fighter is first, of course. The half-orc Pit Fighter has no charm, no wit, right? No wisdom. He is not super clever. His main job is going to be to go out and probably do this labor because cave-in is valuable. So I think maybe we start there. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to get the first chit, and it is a gate. Okay. And I don't love the way gates look, so I'm going to put a pink cube, and I'm going to make it big, and I'm going to put it on that gate, because that way, when I look at the map like this, I'll see a darn gigantic pink thing there, and be able to tell what gates are where. So he's going to go 1, 2 into there. I think he is going to... So his choice now is he can do the labor, because he's adjacent. And then we can talk about... And we're going to do that to talk about the labor rules. So the labor rules... Some cards require you to perform labor. You do a quest action, so he burns an action. He pledges might cubes, and he pledges skill cubes. He rolls the loot dice. It's a hard check. If you roll less than or equal to the number of cubes, you succeed, and you get a point of labor. If you fail, you wound a cube from the pledged cubes, but you can continue. If it comes up hands, you crit fail. All the cubes pledged are wounded, and you injure yourself, essentially, and you are not permitted to roll anymore that day. So we've spent 2 phases to move. We're going to spend a 3rd phase to do labor. So that is our three of our 4 phases there. And we are going to pledge. We have a fair bit of cubes. I could pretty much ensure. I'm going to do 4. So I'm going to pledge 3 and 1. So we're just going to put these right down here. These are my labor cubes right now. And then we're going to roll these, and we're hoping for no grabby hands. And we get a 5, which is a fail. If we would have pledged the damn 5th one, we would have succeeded. God damn it. I didn't want to risk 5. That seems like a big risk all of a sudden. And so we have to wound 1, and we fail the labor. Done. And so that's it for now. And we're going to sneak our last turn. Done. So that's day 1 for the Pit Fighter. It is the Magician's turn. The Magician will trade so we're going to trade 1 at our buddy here. Oh, wait, we don't know who's here. So I should get civilization tokens for the half-orc. He did deserve to see those. And it's empty and the crone. So that is for our half-orc up here at the sanctuary. For the Magician, we get to draw 2. We get the Artificer and the Astrologer. So that's pretty good. That sounds good for our Magician here. And the Magician has what? He's a pretty charming dude. So we're going to try the Artificer first. Oops, let me set him up. Boom. I mean, we'll set them both up, of course. There's no reason not to. Artificer is down here. He's down here. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick look. Trade 1 phase. I do flip them and I spread them. We're not taking missions. Hey, Tony. Yep, absolutely, Tony. What do we got? We got a Buckler. We got a Morning Star. We have Dastanas of the Scorpion. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can equip 2, right? A Guard Charm, a Tome of Action, a Tome of Nature, and a King's Pardon. Tome of Nature is good for the Magician. The Magician needs self-help. This is going to cost $39, and we don't have enough money quite yet to get it done. Oh, we did get a staff, by the way, and I do have a gnome, so Let me search this for a staff. There we go. Staff it is. I did get a staff for the magician. That's fine. If I sell, I still can't get the Tome of Nature. So we're just going to note that the Tome of Nature is at the Artificer. And I don't really care about the mission cards, but I am going to group these and then flip them. That's his trade phase. We are done with the trade phase. I'm going to enchant. So 3 more phases, and we're going to put a gray. So village, boom, gets a gray. We're not going to cast Vapor Form just yet, though. We do need to cast it at some point. It is our get out of jail free card. But yeah, done. And now it is the Burgess. The Burgess is Plant Flag, or we don't know, but he does have Secret of the High Pass, which is why he picked the Mine, because it's right next to the High Pass. He needs to get to High Pass 5. We rolled that random. So we could go through the mountains. And we do have, as you know, we do have the spell to get that done, because but we are going to try to hire that dwarf. This is the gnome, right? So we get to pick 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And we do get to take a quick look and pick one. I mean, do I have 2? I do have 2 red. I mean, the Iron Helm is the best thing to do right there. Done. Oh, I don't like that. Whatever the hell that was. That didn't seem right. But we're gonna take the Iron Helm as our trinket there, because we have nothing else. The Burgess starts with so little, but we start with 2 vendors here, hopefully. Empty and the Smuggler. Well, the Smuggler's not my favorite, if I'm to be honest. We would have to go at him with a cunning of 2. I don't know that we necessarily need to. Not that we're not going to fight. I don't think the Burgess is terrible with his stats or whatnot. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to hire. So we are going to hire. Dwarf 3 costs $30 to hire. The dwarves respect wisdom. So we have a wisdom of 3. So we're looking to roll 3s. We do, so the dwarf costs $20 to hire. Remember, the Burgess special power is the original cost is ×3, not ×4. So that's a big deal. So we're down to ×2. We're down to $20. We need it down to $10. We really do. We got the doors. They kicked us right out. They kicked us out. I do have to. Oops, we did put dice there. That's probably not the greatest. Okay, so our hire failed, and we are sort of done. So what I'm going to do is we are going to, so that's one phase. Second phase, we're going to go here, pop that. We do get an item. It's a longsword. There you go. Perfect. And not perfect, but it's good. So that's 2 phases we've used. Crap. mean, I don't hate the idea of just doing that again. Oops. I sort of wish these piles were backwards, right? High guy on top. I am just going to end up back there. I'm going to end up back there. That's 3, and then I'm going to trade with the smuggler. So we're going to take a look at what the smuggler has, at least. He's a jerk. We don't like him. I just reset. I don't know what that did. I feel bad. We get a spell book. Symbol of Greed is okay. I like that. Extra loot is pretty nice, actually. We do have to fill the spell book. Great Parlay and Sunder. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't know that we're buying anything. I don't hate the Symbol of Greed, frankly. An extra loot phase. How about this? We will. So I'm gonna put. I always put these spells like to the side. I'm gonna go with that. Oops! I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're not doing the missions, so not having them is not going to kill us. There we go. We're gonna put the Symbol of Greed aside. It's $15 right now. We're gonna try at our crappy loot. Or not loot, our crappy haggle. We fail. Done. And that's it. That's our day. That was sort of a lark. We just saw that and thought, we'll try it. But that's the day for everybody. Our day is over. And I don't think there's only one guy out and about in the world. And let's roll. We are playing with Wandering Monsters. We are playing with the weapon length rules. That wasn't a roll, by the way. That was just me dropping the dice. I do want to toggle snap on the dice. There we go. Okay, let's roll monsters. I do want to increase the size of these a tiny bit. And we're going to get Forest and Roar. Done. So nothing actually dangerous, and we are done with the day. Oh, it did replenish the damn missions, which sucks a little bit, but that's okay. It's just always going to be missions. You just can't get away from it. We're going to hire again. We're hiring the dwarves. So we need 3 or less. If we get it to 20, I'm going to consider taking it. We get a 0. So that's really nice. So the dwarves are now $20. Oh God, I'm gonna be so. I'm so tempted to be greedy. I'm doing it again, damn it. We got this. We got this. We got this. 3. That is a success. We can hire the dwarf for $10. So we're gonna hire dwarf 3 for $10. And he is hired. We're gonna add 14 days to today, and we get. Let's go dwarf. Absolutely, we get dwarf 3. Until, what is it, day 16? And what I'm going to do here is, right, it's day 2. I'm gonna try to keep a day, a little day journal there. So that's one hire phase. We've got our dwarf. Do we go for the second one? It's a lot of money to burn. But you have a little army of dwarves, which just seems fun to me. A little army of dwarves. Yeah, let's do one more hire. Screw it. One more hire. We're going to try it. We need 3s or less. We get 1, so now it's down to $20. But keep in mind that we've spent 10 of our bucks, so we don't have a ton of money. 4, that's a fail. So that's 2 phases down. We'll do it again. Nope, that's a fail. That's 3 phases down. Last chance. We didn't get doors, so we can at least, you know, and we're out. Done. And his day is over. Okay. Maybe we move on at this point. The Magician. The Magician is going to spend a little bit of time before he casts Vapor Form. We're going to take a quick gander. We're going to explore here. And we get the Timberlands. So that's 1. Oh, did that drop? Yeah, no, because yeah, done. So that's 1, and we go here, and we pull that card, or that chit. And we get the Grove in 1. That's good. That didn't feel like it did what it needed to do. Did that do what it needed? Did not do what it needed to do. There we go. Grove in 1. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Let's go 2. So we move 2. So we're down 2 phases. We're going to search on 3. Pull the search dice. No. I think we're going to sneak on 4 though. We're not going to push our luck just yet. Done. And now it's the Pit Fighter's turn. The Pit Fighter is going to labor again. He's going to pledge 5 cubes this time. He's doing it all. He's doing the whole shebang. And mind you, there's still a big chance that he hurts himself here. But let's not. Let's not. He does not. So he succeeds, and that's 1 point of labor. So I'm going to copy. I do love the fact I can copy and paste. So he put 1 point of labor on that card. That's 1 phase. 1. 2. That's good. Ugh. It's definitely sort of a pressure luck thing. 3. And he gets a 5, but that's fine because he pledged the 5. So he's risking like all his cubes almost. But he is going to sneak his last phase. I feel like I pushed my luck enough. Done. And he is done. So he's clearing the landslide. And that is the end of our day. And now we roll some monster checks here. And we're going to get mountains. Which I don't think anyone's in, and we get Roar again. So we are safe for now. Day 3. Pit Fighter, right? Yeah, Pit Fighter's up. Okay. So what is a Pit Fighter gonna do? I mean, I think we have to. You got to go for it. You're gonna close this out. I mean, and he's going to get a ton of crap if he closes this out. That's probably too many mission dice. I assumed multiple people would do the thing, but in this case, it doesn't seem like that was in the card. So we're going to do our labor again. It is a quote-unquote hard check, but you can... So easy to lose it all. He does succeed, and so that is... So 1 quest, he gets his 4th thing there. He manages the cave-in. And he gets a VP. So on day 3, right? We score Cave-In. So he gets a VP, which is assumed, right? And then he's going to roll the mission dice. But he rolls a ton of mission dice. 5 and 3. Uh, 5 and 13. He got 13 gold. So that's 2. Oof. 5 and 25. Geez, that's a lot. And 8 more. 5 and 33. One VP, 5 fame, 33 gold. That's a lot. It's probably too much, frankly. I think maybe we cut that to 4 dice total. I mean, that's some of what we're doing here, of course. So we give him 1 card. Yeah, I tell you what we'll do. We'll roll 4 dice. That'll be that's a quick adjustment. So 14 gold instead and 4 fame. So 4 fame, 14 gold. So he has 4 fame and 14 gold adding, so he has 22 gold right now. Done. And because he has more gold than he started with, he gets to he's gonna be able to score here. And we're gonna wait until someone has 10 fame, at least until we start counting fame, because otherwise that number keeps fluctuating a ton. And this goes away. So this card is discarded and done. And we'll get new ones at the beginning of the week, but not today. That was just one of his phases, so that's sort of cool. The cave-in is gone. We'll explore 2. We cannot, I'm pretty sure we can't place that because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, can't place it. That is a failed explore. So that's second phase. Third phase. We can place this one. But it would take our 4th move to go up there. So we're just going to sit and sneak instead. And that's our day. That's the pit fighter. I think we're gonna head. Do we? So that's a good call out, chat. Hey, what's up, Osaru? It's going okay. It's going okay. Not super fast. We're slow playing a little bit. Do we go one more day hiring, or do we head out? I want to get to the high pass. I do. I do want to get to the high pass. What do you think, chat? Do we hire? I mean, he would be a nice little force there with 2 dwarves. Those boys would be pretty resilient. We could hire and then move if we needed to here, and then cast our spell at night and get to here the next day, trying to get to high pass 5. Secret of the high pass is go to a random clearing and just search. And then he gets to find essentially a secret path from there to a random clearing in one of these, which is goofy, but it's a nice little movement buff for him. Yeah, I mean, I do want to. Utilize his superpower, which is to hire easily. Let's do it one more time. So we're gonna hire. We're hiring the dwarf. The dwarf is worth 10 fame, which means his cost for the Burgess is $30. I like having some minions. Yeah, I hear you. That's a good one. Oh my god, he rolled a 4, so he blew it. So that's 1 fail. He's gonna do it again. That's 2. Come on, 3 or less is actually not up. He blew it. No, he's done. They kicked his ass out. They're like, no, we're out. So he is done. And then I'm going to move to here, and that's it. I'm done because that is my 3rd action. And we just entered a cave. So we are done. Tonight we're going to cast. So we should at least be wary of that. The Magician. I say we try to find the Grove, right? I mean, there's no reason we're not at least trying to find. So, 1 action, 2nd action, done. And so we do get, so this is day 3. Found Grove. And we do get 5 fame for that. So the Magician has 5 fame. If we're going to loot that thing, hell yeah. I do need to get my dice off of there, though, maybe a little bit. That'd be good. We do get 5 fame. We do loot the Grove. The Grove has, what is it, 3 deep and 2 treasures. And we get a loot, and we might get, we get the 2nd card. And it's a deep, and it's the Treacherous Ledge. Dun, 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 get the token. All right. So the Treacherous Ledge is here, which we found the Treacherous Ledge. It is indeed treacherous. But now we probably have to sneak. Haggle dice versus movement. A door is a wound. A success is a deep treasure. We're not great at that. We're probably going to sneak, though, just right now. So not the best loot. Not the best loot result. And our day 3 is done. And now we are rolling some dice and moving our mice. Let's roll the dice. We get forests. Forest bad. It's bad for the Magician, by the way. And sight. Sight is not great either. So, forest is going to draw spiders into 4. It's not as bad for our guy. We're going to try this button. We did get spiders. That was good. That was good. I appreciate that. Spiders in 4. Is this the Guardian? It is. And the Guardian comes, the Arboreal Keeper. I mean, that sucks, by the way. Looks like the Magician is rolling his hide dice. He is hidden. Okay. I mean, that is what it is. I don't know that we don't have great ability to kill him. What is that guy's health? 4, and he's armored. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to hit him with a stick. We could do 1. It would literally be 4 hits to kill that guy. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're good. We will just get out of dodge tomorrow. Done. The magician is first. Speaking of getting out of dodge. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And I suppose we're going to explore 4. I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's any reason to do that versus that. Giant spiders hard to run from. Adult dragons hard to run from. So I'm not moving in. We're just going to sit. Done. And that is our movement. The Burgess is up, and the Burgess is going to cast. Last night, the Burgess casts Trailblaze, so he wounds that cube, and now he can move through the mountains as though they were any other clearing. So he's going to go 1, 2. And do we think we can? No, you know what? I have a helmet. I got a helmet. I've got a helmet. I could, I could take 2 of something with my dwarf buddy, maybe. It's largely do we take the naked move right now as a problem with the naked move, i.e. the move without a sneak, is that your buddies sneak with you, but they don't run with you. They continue the fight. So you'd be losing that guy real fast if he got, 2 dragons and 5 orcs or some bullshit. Like we're dead in the water. I'm gonna say it's early, and even though it's gonna hurt us a little bit, we're gonna sneak our last action here. Remember, we started in a cave, so okay. The Pit Fighter. We do have a wounded cube. We do want to get rid of this wounded cube at some point. That is absolutely the case. We do want to kill a dragon. We do want to get a weapon trade. So there's a lot of dues. We want to do a lot of stuff, but so I'm going to go 1, 2 into the barriers, and it is a treasure, and it is not a weapon. It is the Bard's Bazooki. So that's 1, 2. We're going to go 3, and then we're going to sneak. And it is a tool, and it does give him. So this is day 4. So funny. Just record what fame we've got, because that way it makes it easier to track. Remember, we don't do legend points. We just do it adds 1 to all of his charmy stats, right? It's good for this guy because it at least gives him cunning, and it's good for the quest game because he might have to roll against that cunning. So that ain't bad. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're done. That's it. That's everybody. Everybody is, and we get the plains and the orcs. Plains and orcs. So nothing here, but we're gonna get something here. We get 4 freaking orcs. Huh. Okay. Well, 4 orcs. Where's our orcs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's 5. Stop it. No more orcs. Okay. So we got 4 orcs. They appear on us, including the infamous Orc Lord, the Orc Champion, and a couple Axe. So an Axe Orc and a Sword Orc. So we literally have a menagerie of orcs. Fortunately, we snuck. So our hide dice are favorable today. And we do want to be hidden because... And we are not hidden. Shit, you got to be kidding me. Wow, that sucks. That is immediate badness. Did we get anything for entering the high pass? I don't think we did, actually. That's my fault. Flip that bad boy. It's a site. It is the crypt. Okay. That's cool. But now we are beset upon by orcs. The good news is we can hurt these orcs. Like, we can do damage to these guys. I can't run anyway, so we're not even... We just have to fight these guys. Like, that's the problem. We just have... We gotta fight them. You gotta fight these guys. This could be it for our gnome. Right off the bat. Boom. Dead. And remember, we only get 5 cubes because we did not alert today. We did not... And we have to play 2 of them. So that's only going to give us 3. It's only going to give us 3. So before we commit, we have to determine who's being attacked by what. This is where 2 dwarves would be great, because I think you take them with 2 dwarves. 1, 2, 3, they're attacking the gnome. 4, 5, 6, they're attacking the dwarf. They all jump the dwarf. It's like, whoa, hey now, stop it. So these guys are all on the dwarf. Jesus Lord. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I think we play like, so we're playing as defensive as we possibly can play. That helps the gnome a little bit, because the gnome can now play as offensively as he's going to be allowed to play. So he can play 3 attacks now. And we've got to call some numbers. We've got to kill. Hey, now you're a rock star. Gets it? Yeah. All that glitters is, holy crap, that's a lot of orcs. That's the issue. If we can kill 2 and the dwarf survives, that is ideal, and we are in. If we kill 1 and the dwarf dies, if we kill 2 and the dwarf dies, that's not as good, but at least okay. Dad mouth parody, that's funny. We are going to attack the orc champion. The dwarf is going to attack the sword orc. And we can kill 2 this round if the dwarf does not get killed ahead of time. So here's to hoping. Combat can stalemate, but it takes 2 rounds of nothing, no wounds, no damaged armor, no monsters killed, etc. Here's our 4 dice. The first thing we're going to do now that we've picked our play is determine who flips and who doesn't flip. I wouldn't mind... Jesus, 3 of them flip. Okay, well, let's see what that means. Boom, 2, and the Orc Lord flips also. Okay. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, their weapons are longer than most of our weapons. Although this guy goes first. And he's looking for hit symbols. And we need him to miss. And he does miss. So he is done. The Orc Champion misses with his spear. Done. That's good. Now, my weapon is as long as everyone else's weapon. It's the long sword, and I get to go first. I kill the Orc Champion. Hey, what's up, Chauncey? I'm going to overspeed him. I'm going to do 2 damage. He is dead. So that is 1 kill. That's great. Now everyone else takes a shot at this dwarf. Oh my god. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're looking for hit symbols. That's a miss. So he misses. This Axe Orc gets to go because weapon length is king. He's looking for hit symbols. He misses. This is the one that counts. He is looking for not hit symbols. He's looking for equal symbols. And he misses. Everyone misses the dwarf. The dwarf is doing his little through the legs, right? Rolls, comes up. But he does not automatically hit this guy anymore because this guy flipped. So that sort of sucks. We are looking for equal symbols to hit the sword orc. Come on, get it, get it, get it. Damn it, I saw it. It's like, no, you're done. And we're done. That's the round. That's round 1. All in all, that actually was a fine round. We did not suffer quite like we thought we might suffer. We need to now roll. The 3 orcs that remain are going to attack 1, 2, 3 me, 4, 5, 6 dwarf. Everybody's on the dwarf again. Ooh, I love it. I love it. The reason I wouldn't mind them attacking me, I'll tell you why. I have a helmet to burn, and I have 1 brown to burn that I don't need. So I'd rather one of them attack me or something, but that's okay. Remember that speed is going to go first this time. Speed's going to go first. This is round 2. I think the dwarf's attacking him. I'm going to attack this guy. We're going to try to ensure 2 kills, with the only caveat being that this guy is going to attack before the dwarf and have a chance to kick his ass. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's roll to see who flips. And only that guy flips, the Orc Lord. Done. That's really good, by the way. The gnome attacks at a speed 3. He overspeeds this guy, does 2 sharp damage, which reduces to 2 damage because of the armor. He kills the sword orc. Done. The dwarf goes next because his speed is the next highest at a 2. He is going to overspeed the axe orc. He's going to hit the axe orc for 2 damage right there. Shield bash, I assume. No, I don't know what it is. Mace or something, maybe. He's a warhammer. And he smashes the axe orc, and the axe orc is dead. And now the Orc Lord attacks the dwarf with a speed of 1. He's looking for hit symbols. He gets them. God damn it. Now, fortunately, I think you're right, Asaru. Luck is with the gnome. He flipped, which means he does 2 sharp damage. 2 plus 1. But the sharp goes away because the dwarf is armored. That means the dwarf is simply wounded and not outright killed. So the dwarf's health is now 2. He will die on his next hit, though. So we should keep that in mind. By the way, this is going infinitely better than I expected. So much better. Okay, who does the Orc Chieftain attack? The Orc Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4. He attacks the dwarf. They are all in on this dwarf. They're all in on the dwarf. All in. We are attacking, all out attacking this guy. The problem, of course, is simply I mean, I'm gonna have to. So if he flips, I mean, I'm gonna stick defensive. I'm gonna go all offensive. I can't kill him in one shot. The dwarf can't kill him in one shot on this side. We're just gonna have to go with this and hope for the best. Does the orc flip? He does not flip. Our attacks are gonna go off first. My attack needs equals signs, and it's a miss. The dwarf's attack misses. The orc hits. God damn it. Oh my god. And he kills the frickin' dwarf. That's negative 10 fame, by the way. And it takes away our asset that really we need to have. Now the Orc Lord, of course, is coming at me. I mean, this is not great. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go all defensive for a round. The Orc Lord does not flip. He goes first. He is looking for hit symbols. He does not get hit symbols. I am looking for hit symbols. I do not get hit symbols. That is round 1 of a stalemate. We're going to play the same way. The Orc Lord doesn't flip. He does not get hit symbols and thus misses. I do not get hit symbols and thus I miss. And we stalemate there. I'm a little annoyed that my buddy died. I'm a little annoyed. I'm sort of PO'd there. We get 18. We get 29 fame minus 10. We get 19 fame for that. The Burgess scores 19 fame. That's going to put him in the lead, and we're going to give him the 2 fame. And the Pit Fighter, I suppose, the 1 fame for being in second place. And that's going to make the scores 4-2. And the reason I started counting because I'm like, he has enough fame. That could have gone a lot worse. I wish that dwarf would have lived. But that's it. That's the day. I think end of the week, I will regenerate monsters maybe, and the dwarf again, just, I know it's not standard. We usually keep the trophies, but so who's first? The Burgess is first. I mean, I think we're gonna go. I'm gonna have to go. 1, 2, 3, and sneak, and we are done. The Magician is going to move into the woods. That's 1. He finds the secret cache. Of course, we can take a quick look. So he needs to be in 1 to get there. But we're just going to go 2 and explore here. And it is the Oakwood. Sure, and that's going to kick us there, so that's 2. Or 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah, so 3. And we get the dice, the magical, mystical dice. And so on day 5, I should put this on day 4, I'm sorry. So on day 5, what does he get? He gets 14 gold. Oh, okay. I mean, that's great for the magician, because that's going to give him 24 gold, which is going to weirdly put him in the lead. Oops, I have sorcerer here. It's not a sorcerer. What am I talking about? It is a magician. We are making mistake after mistake here. 2 and 1. Done. And what did I want to say for day? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this guy on day 4. He killed 3 orcs. -1 dwarf. And that netted him 19 things. So we should keep track every day. We really should just keep track every darn day what's going on. Just so that we can look back and go, okay, he should have this much, right? Just gives me a little bit of an extra accounting. So we went 1, 2, 3. We got that thing. I am going to sneak now. And then finally the pit fighter. What the hell's the pit fighter trying to do? I mean, he could do worse than going up in there. Dragon Slayer. Monster. He hasn't seen a monster at all. We might have. So we're going to explore here. That ain't good. No, no, I don't. Oh, well, we might be able to do that. Yeah, done. There you go. Boom. Flatlands. So 1. We get the battlefield. Two. Yeah, Smithy, Monster Lure, and Dragon Slayer. We're not going to get a dragon in the plains. I'm going to go 3. So there's 1, 2. We're going to explore 3 here. And it is the deep woods. Sure. And it is a site. And it's the altar in 3. Okay. Well, we are going to sneak at the end of that. Done. And we are sneaking. There we go. And it's monster roll time. It's the end of day 5. Caves bad. Stench bad. No. No. And no. The Burgess goes. I mean, I don't love hanging out alone. This guy's not really suited for that. he's a mediocre fighter at this point. If he gets a cool weapon or something. We are in High Pass 5. So we do need to search. We can only search for one thing at a time. I will go for the card first. So search phases. Let's count them. We're going to get this in one phase, baby. You ready? No, that's 1. 2, no. 3, done. We did at least get it. So we searched 3 times. We have Secret of the High Pass. And so that's on day 5? Day 6, right? Day 6. So we got Secret of High Pass. That's going to give us a VP. So I'm going to erase that. I'm going to give him a card, which does tie him for first now. He also does get a weird passage. I am going to choose the Quiet Bog. I'm going to roll a d6. And it's Quiet Bog 1. So there is literally now a path that only he can use. Copy, paste. Yeah, I mean, this is awkward. And we're going to put here, so day 6, again, found a path. And we'll put HP 5 to, what is it? Quiet Bog, QB 1. So, not terrible. But that was 3 of his phases. I think his last phase is going to be to sneak. And he is done with his day. He does get a new quest card to fill in his quest cards. Armor Smith. Bring a damaged piece of armor to a vendor. Trade to have it repaired. Earn a VP and learn the repair action. Armor Smith. That is the Burgess. And he still has the Crypt. Next is going to be the Magician. What is the Magician trying to accomplish here? I would love to get something to get that cube. I'm not still too far away. I can go and sell. So that's not an issue. I don't want to cast my spell just yet, or at least not in there. Although I will say, the nice thing is, what did he find here? Oh, he found the dice. So he should enchant this tile because this tile is not super, super useful to him. So what I'm going to do is I am going to 3 enchants and a sneak. And we're going to put a gray cube down here. Always make them bigger so I can see them. Otherwise, you sort of miss them. And the Magician is done. And then the Pit Fighter. Well, I really want to meet something around here because I would like to tap this Holy Days by killing a monster in the surrounding tiles. So I think I am going to go 1, 2. I almost hate to do this, but go 1, 2, 3. And we'll sneak again and hope for the best. I feel a little bit like moving backwards is never good, but you know, into non-treasury locations. But I really, really want to get that going there. We get Plains, which is nothing, and we get Roar, which I don't think is anything. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, this card was discarded, and we are done with it. Done. So day 7, Pit Fighter is going. We do remember the Pit Fighter does not need to make mountain moves. He just makes normal moves. So And I want a dragon to show. Like, that would be perfect. Killing a dragon here. Or actually, the funny part would be, this would be the coup. Dragon appears here. He doesn't fight it here. He moves here. Uses, at the end of the day, uses monster lore. He scores monster lore, dragon, slayer, and 1 point for holy days in one day. Gets 3 cards. Takes a big lead. That would be a move right there. So we're going monster hunting for sure. Now, this is not necessarily the smartest thing to do, but we are going to rest 2, alert 1, and make some noise. Rest 2 to bring this back. We're going to alert to play more cubes, and we're going to make noise to get an extra roll if nothing appears. Done. The Magician. End of the day, the Magician is going to... End of the day, the Magician casts Vapor Form. Using the Enchanted Cube here. His cube in 2nd place and a blue cube in 3rd place. Vapor Form is now cast. He does not have to wound, though, to do it. And he is Vapor in Gray Magic. Oh, darn it. I shouldn't have put that there. I should never put that in a dwelling. Never. I always forget, and I should remember it, but I didn't. Got to get rid of that crap. Anyway. I'm going to explore here. That's 1 for our guy. That's good. We'll do it. Putrid Waters is the Burgess. The Burgess needs Putrid Waters 1. Oh, that is a long way away. that's a little bit of a jaunt there, buddy. We're going to go 1 and move in. There's a site here. It's the hideout. I'm going to go 2 to the hideout. I'm going to search for 3. This is the Magician here. And you know what? I'm going to do a search for 4 because I have Vapor Form cast. I fail. God damn it. So we're not sneaking. And then finally the Burgess. The Burgess is like, oh, hold on. I do still want to lose. I want this crypt, though. I do. But I am also concerned because I don't want to get caught. So we do have to be a little bit careful. But I am going to need some cash because we're going to have to hire again. So we should keep that in mind. So I am going to burn some search phases here today. So let's start by searching. We're looking for the crypt. That's 1 search. 2 search. God damn, I'm not lucky at rolling these. 3 searches. And we're going to have to sneak because I don't want to get caught. The Burgess does not need to be caught. Done. And that is the end of the day. We are rolling a monster roll. Oh god, we're gonna draw mountains and giants. Mountains draws juvenile dragons into 4. Oh crap. And giants draws 3 giants to me. 2, 1, 2, and 3. This is not a good fight for the pit fighter, by the way. That is a bad fight. Five creatures? No, not great. Not great. Done. We are done with that. Who else gets the call of the wild here? The Burgess gets dragons in 4. 2 dragons in 4. Certainly not as bad. But the Orc Lord chases him down because if any dice match, the monsters move to you, and the magician gets nothing. So we have 2 combats potentially today. First off, I don't think we re-roll if we make noise, if we already got monsters. Where is the noise making? Make noise. They immediately begin unhidden and blocked if monsters are present. You may not sneak and make noise. Apply the results clearing contain here rolling normal ignore. After monster activation, but before combat, roll the summoning dice again for heroes that make noise. Well, okay. I don't really like that. That seems like that's going to be overkill for us. So we're going to get another giant. That smells bad. That just makes it, that doesn't make it any worse. It's already about as bad as it's going to be. Oh yeah, we got some monsters for sure here. So we have 4 giants and 2 dragons. And that is not okay, by the way. That is a bad. That is bad. That is bad. Do we still get to roll hide? I don't know. And yeah, I think that's fine because, you know, you can still, right? You make noise and then duck out of the way. So we are at least hidden. There is no way I'm taking that fight. There is no way we're taking that fight. What about the Burgess? The Burgess is not hidden. The Orc Lord chases him down and finds his ass. And now we're fighting. Oh, crap. Okay, well. That's fine. It's fine. Remember, we can't kill him outright, which is part of the problem. We're going to play entirely defensively. It's a little bit wimpy. Usually offense is, keep in mind, offense is almost always the best way to go. You should always consider in your head, in Dragons Down, what happens if I just all-out attack? You should at least consider it. Especially if you're not playing with the weapon length rules, because without the weapon length rules on round 1, your attack goes first if you play a faster attack. So there's a lot of fights without the weapon length that you will attack first and you will hit him automatically and you will kill him. So you should always at least think about it and go, well, what happens if I play all 3 attacks or whatever, or 4 attack cubes or whatever the heck you can play. In this case, though, since I can't kill him on round 1, now don't get me wrong, I actually wouldn't mind taking damage to this helmet, because then I could take it back and complete Armor Smith. So that's at least something to consider, is that. But let's see how a round plays out first, right? Does he flip or does he not flip? He doesn't flip. So his attack's going to go first because he's faster. He does need double hit symbols and he does not get them. 2 our turn, we're going to need double hit symbols, and we are going to get them. No, we're not going to get them either. So that's round 1 of stalemating. Okay, okay, okay. See, that's the problem. If he flips, I'm not going to kill him, and he's going to destroy my helmet, not damage it. So I don't. This is not the time to dink with trying to get the helmet damaged for points. We're just going to go defense again. I do hope he flips. No, he doesn't flip. Does he hit me? He does not hit me. Do I hit him? Come on, we got this. We got this. Yes, we do hit him. We can't do enough damage to kill him, and thus we are going to wound him instead. Okay. Now the calculus changes, and we're gonna try to go all out, because if he flips, then we do kill him outright, because he only has 2 health now, and we're gonna hit him and kill him. If he doesn't flip, then we have a chance to kill him, and if he doesn't, he's gonna hit our helmet and damage it. So it's win-win. And do a woo. But yeah, so does he flip? We're actually hoping he doesn't. We get we can get any symbols. We have a 44% chance of killing him anyway. Let's do it. We do hit him, and we are going to kill the Orc Lord for an additional 12 fame. So the Burgess now has 31 fame. And he is well in the lead. That gnome is a little killer, isn't he? That gnome is killing it. He is killing it. And the pit fighter has to get out of dodge. The pit fighter is not going to deal with that. That is an awful fight. That is an awful, awful fight. All right, well, we are through day 7. So what that means is I think we are going to regenerate the monsters at the end of the 7 days. Keep the spice flowing, as it were. We're not going to take them off the board. We're just going to, the kills get unkilled. You don't lose your fame. But we do want there to be monsters for everyone to enjoy, as it were. And the dwarf will come back to life. And we will start the week by picking 3 more events. Where the heck? Yeah, we'll start the week by picking 3 more events. And we will continue this game. I think... Oh, I'm sorry, I need to write down what he did. Because at the end of day 7... He's got the most interesting ledger here. How much was it? It was 12 points, right? Just a longsword and an iron helm, and this gnome is just kicking the crap out of people. Yeah, this guy looks way more kicking the crap out of people, I think. He looks like he made this sword with his own hands. And he made it to kill orcs. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to grab something to drink. We're going to head back. And maybe we will pour one out for the dwarf. What do you think? Like, we'll actually pour a little bit of bourbon tonight. As we are enjoying each other's company, playing one of my favorite games here. But yeah, give me a few moments if you would stay put. I will be back. Please hang tight. I am back. Hope you stayed. So tonight we're going to pour out a little bit of, and we have drank a lot less on this channel in recent weeks, and I'm happy with that. But for tonight, we're going to pour out some Noah's Mill, genuine bourbon whiskey, handmade in the mountains of Kentucky, the hills of Kentucky. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Willett Distillery, Bardstown, Nelson County, Kentucky. It is 114.3 proof. It is a really darn good bourbon. I'm very happy I bought this. Now, it's not a cheap bottle. In Pennsylvania, it's what, close to $70 or something, but oh, do you hear? Hold on. I want you to see it. Here. I want you to see the label. It's pretty nice. Has a little mill there, like a little water mill on a stream. Some trees. It's a really good bourbon. I really am happy with that purchase, and I'm very rarely super happy with purchase of everything other than Knob Creek. Knob Creek is such a great flavor profile. But the Overholt 12-year or whatever, and this is good. I mean, it's good stuff. Good stuff. So, but again, this is an expensive bottle. It's probably, ultimately not worth the money in terms of week to week or whatever. You wouldn't, but it is boozy, but not chemically, right? Not ethanol tasting. It is spicy. It's a hot bourbon, very tasty. I do appreciate it. Okay, so let's figure out on day 7. So we're gonna draw some events. We have Damsel in Distress, the Hoard, or the Trove, which I don't think either of them have appeared, right? Has the Hoard appeared or the Trove appeared? No, we have the Crypt, the Altar. Well, I could put the Damsel on the Altar. That would be a good one. So we need to figure out if the Hoard, so copy, paste. I'm going to need to put a Damsel here. The first one that appears, we're going to get the Damsel. To free the Damsel, you must successfully find the site where she is held and then make noise. At the end of that day, you will free the Damsel and she follows you. You cannot sneak while the Damsel is following you. Return her to a dwelling for a VP and a random reward. And the random rewards are fun. Town favor, you get +1 haggle chance with the vendors. Ladies favor, remove all outlaw tokens and gain 1 charm. Inspired, the topmost native here follows you. The word spreads, gain 10 fame. We scrape something together, 10 gold. Crossbow wedding, earn a VP. And a wife. Done. That's event 1. Event 2 is banditry. Place the bandits in one of the following. We're going to put it in Quiet Bog 3. If you encounter the bandits, you may choose one of the following ways to deal with them. Justice. Defeat the bandits to earn 1 VP and 3 mission dice. So you fight them. Intimidate. Make a might check. So that means you pledge your might cubes and you roll your haggle dice against the might cubes you pledged. If you succeed, the bandits flee to the tray and you earn a VP and 2 mission dice. If you fail or crit fail, the bandits battle you. Bride, you get 3 gold to get free passage from the bandits for the remainder of the game, or 2, you attack them. If you have an outlaw token, you can talk to them and hire one of them for $10. The rest return to the tray and you earn 1 VP. There you go. So, strangely enough, getting an outlaw token makes this quest easier if you have 10 gold. But they're in Quiet Bog 3. Let's get the bandits. Now here's the thing. Before I did not take the bandits off. I actually just copied them. I don't know if this is a good idea or appropriate or not appropriate. I think I'll stick with it for now. But we just copied the bandits instead of making, that way the bandits could still appear at their various, the other bandits, I suppose, could appear at the various locations in the game. We're doing Quiet Bog 3. And Quiet Bog is right here. So I am going to put another one of these. I do like these editable pieces, by the way. Very handy. So we do have, that's what, 4 bandits? Yeah, it's a lot of bandits, by the way. So that's going to make Quiet Bog a little tougher to manage. Final event is the Broken Wagon. Place the wagon in a random clearing in a random plains tile. So we're going to roll a single die. And that is going to be the Meadows. I don't know if we have the Meadows out. We have 1, 2, 3. Unbroken lands. I think the Meadows is literally the only one that's not out. Okay. It's in Meadows 5. Happy Hump Day, Rob. What's up? Broken Wagon in Meadows 5. And have we seen the Forlorn Tunnel, by the way? That would be another one that I need to watch out for, right? We have not seen it. Done. So we still have the Prospector. We still have the Broken Wagon. The Holy Days are going for a little longer. And really, the Pit Fighter is the one who's going to be able to get that because he's there. No one else is there on that side of the board. You have to go through the Black Caves or way through the Flatlands. I suppose the bird just could get there. All right. Let's assess real quick where everybody's at on their move on day 8. So where's the Magician at? The Magician still wants a cube. We gotta, how do we earn an outlaw token? We have to kill somebody, right? We have to attack a native and kill him. We have the hideout and the secret cache. We are looking for some money and maybe some treasure. So I think we go for one of these or the other of these. I think that's where we're going. So that's easy. Flat Earther takes him to where? Flatlands and grassy plains. Let's do this. Let's copy. He needs grassy plains 3 and flatlands 3. I mean, that's not. So I'm gonna put goals here for him. That's not terrible. What's terrible is getting across the board to them. So I definitely think we need to reassess our cards as the Magician. So I think that's it. In the meantime, I think we're going to at least get the hideout done. So let's do that first. We're going to try to get this hideout sorted. So search 1, search 2, search 3. He did find it on search 3. So that's good. So on day 8, find the hideout. What's going on, Rob? So we did find the hideout. That is 5 fame worth of hideout. Putting the magician at 10 fame. The magician, strangely enough, with 10 fame, rockets into second place with fame, overtaking our guy. Oh, I'm sorry. That is actually not true. That is my fault. I gotta start. We have 1 great treasure here. So I need to do scores. Scores, strangely enough, are actually harder, I feel, in this game. So we actually scored 2 because we are now in the lead for epic treasures. So the magician is going to try to fix that. We now have the hideout. Let's get the we're going to loot once because we still have a gray magic in our pocket. Let's loot the damn hideout. We get the 4th treasure. Oh, we get an extra search phase. Holy crap, that's awesome. Working, breathing, doing what I can. Love these board game Wednesdays. So we are done as the magician. The pit fighter. What is the pit fighter doing? The pit fighter, in sort of a crappy spot, I feel. Not having a good time. I thought we were going to be in good shape there. Instead, we got sort of gang tackled by the bad guys. 6 of them there. I think that's just too many for us to deal with. And Monster Lore doesn't even help because we can't drag them. You drag the whole slew of them, and that's not okay. We might also want to. Making noise did not help the pit fighter, by the way. No. Oh, you got 1 more giant. It wasn't that bad. I tell you what we are gonna do, though. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then I am going to sneak. And here's actually my goal. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to Grassy Plains 4. I'm going to then monster lure these 2 dragons and fight them here. That's going to do Dragon Slayer, monster lore, and give me a point for the sanctuary. 3 points, and the pit fighter is rolling. That's his day today, and we are done. And now it's the Burgess's turn. The Burgess is going to, I don't think he found the crypt. So we're going to look for the crypt on day 8. One search. Oh, of course not. 2 searches. We got this. Go, Gnome. Searches. 3 searches. Yes, he found it in 3. That seems to be what we do. So we have found the crypt in 3. Day 8. That is 5 fame for the Burgess. The Burgess is at 36 fame. He's just keeping his lead. But he's going to sneak. I don't want to deal with all that crap. Done. And that's the end of the day. And now it is time to roll. We're hoping for no sight monsters. We do not get sight monsters. Instead, we get planes. So we get 1 direwolf in 2. And that's him. I don't think we get anything there. I don't think we get anything there. We have to look for scratches now. No scratches, no scratches, no scratches. Done. That was day 8. Day 9, it is the magician first. Magician's found the hideout, right? Yeah. So we're going to loot. It's going to be loot day. Loot day. 1 gets the 4th card. Oh. That's a good one. That's a good one. There is nothing wrong with that weapon. For the magician, it adds essentially 2 damage to pretty much what he would otherwise do in melee. Obviously, we're going to take that and use that. That's 1 loot, 2 loots. Gets the 4th card again. 3 loots. 3rd card. 4 loots, because we have Vapor Form. We get the 3rd card. That's a fail. And done. This doesn't count for gaining a cube. Because I think he has to gain the cube. But he does get 5 more fame for the item. Day 9. Enchanter's Jewel. And that's 5 fame. He's up to, I think, 15 fame. He also gets an extra blue cube while he's... Oh, that was a gray cube. I'm sorry, that was not the correct cube. Stop it. He gets an extra blue cube while he's here. That's going to allow him to do a little bit more with tentacles, as you do. Done. And he has finished his move. Naked move. He's out there. Bold, streaking. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to alert. Bam, no sneak. We're going to alert. Done. And now the Burgess. Burgess still trying to find that crypt. Right now he got the crypt. He has the crypt. We're not going to sneak just yet, but we're going to try to loot the crypt. Where is the crypt? The crypt is right here. 5 deeps and 1 treasure. I think Scott enjoys Dragons Down. We get the 5th treasure. It's a deep. That's 1. It's cursed. Womp womp. Okay, we replace it. So we do get a deep. What the hell just... Where did that thing go? Where did it go? God damn it. What is going on? We have been cursed. Roll for curse. Sure. But where did the treasure card go? I saw a card. Oh, there it is. No, that's the deck. Can I control Z that? I'm always worried about control Z. I don't know how far it goes. It's thinking a lot. It's like, whoa, what the hell? What the hell are you doing, man? We don't do that shit. So we do roll for a curse, but we do get a deep treasure. So there you go. So curse treasure. Let's curse ourselves here. Do we have a curse card on the board? Not that I see. Let's go get ourselves a curse card. I mean, that's pretty good. That's. I mean, how have you been this? How long has it been since you've been this motivated to play a board game for 4 nights in a row? So that's cool. That's a good thing. So we're going to roll 2 dice. First die will determine the column, even, odd. The second die will determine the specific curse. We are the odd 2. Stumble. -1 maneuver speed. That ain't great, by the way. Since the 90s. Yeah, that... There we go. So we are cursed. Wah, wah. -1 maneuver speed. It doesn't hit us that hard, given... Oh, and this is the Burgess. So we are cursed over here. The Burgess did get the Sword of Torment? Extra treasure, extra sharp. You lose 1 health while this is equipped, which would kill us. So we're not going to equip it. We do get the 5 fame, though. Let's hold off. That was our... Was that our first loot? It was our first loot. So first loot, we got a curse. We get five. I'm gonna. Okay. One. Bad. There we go. Okay. First loot. Second loot is 4. So that is a bad card because -1 maneuver speed does hurt us. Mace of Absolution. It is sometimes better. It is better against the orcs. For our guy. Third loot. Grabby Hands. We get the first 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Oh. Sunblade is great against the undead. It's incredible against the undead. The Clashing Ring. Placing a brown speed cube here increases the attack speed of the hero by 1. This card can have cubes placed on it in addition to other cards. It is essentially a free slot. So it's essentially, if we have this ring equipped, it's like having a 4th attack slot across the top. Does not suck, by the way. That is a nice that's a nice thing to have. You would only really be able to make full use of it alerted, because then you would play 4 attack and you would play 2 might with like a Mace of Absolution and do 3 damage. That's pretty good. The Mithril Armor is really good. So I think we do that and we take the Mithril Armor. We're going to put those back. That is 3 loots. I'm going to wear the Mithril Armor, but that takes both slots. The only problem is getting that damaged is going to be hard, by the way. Clashing Ring is great if you have the cubes. Yeah, like he would be going all out attack a lot in that case. I am going to use the Mace of Absolution, probably. And we're not going to do the Sword of Torment. We get 10 fame for that because we found 2 items. Oops. Well, that's a problem. Day 9. Mithril Chain. And the Sword of Torment. 10 fame. That brings us up to 46 fame. And again, this doesn't really super matter because we're ahead. But it, it helps him keep his lead. And he's going to sneak the last turn. You gotta consider sneaking. And he really needs to consider getting back to town to get rid of that curse. That curse is going to be a problem. Especially since he's been fighting a lot. So the Magician looted the hideout for a tiny bit. We looted the crypt for a bunch. Unfortunately, the Pit Fighter not doing so hot. But let's roll for monsters and see what the end of day looks like. So Cave's bad and Stench. That's nothing here. That's nothing here. And nothing here. Okay. I think our Pit Fighter is going to pull the trigger. Pit Fighter. Yeah, we were up there. We were in what? We were 30 degrees Celsius or high 20s. We're gonna monster lure these guys, I think. We're gonna take a look at the fight first. What does this fight look like? Remember, we're alerted, so that's good. You know what? I can take a hit. I can take one hit off this guy. I can take a hit. I can play 6 cubes and I can take a hit. If he flips, that's a problem. So I could literally play like that. And we could play, if we wanted to, we could go nuts and play like that, weirdly enough. So let's think about this play. This is great. If he doesn't flip, we kill him and wound him and take a hit. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I could try to hit. I could not do that, right? I could play 3 and 1 and play 1 and 1 and just attack the dragon. And then if he does not flip, then we're, I mean, we might take damage, but we are fine. I say we go for the do we want to definitely take a hit? Because we're definitely taking a hit. Or we just kill one dragon. Like, does half killing one dragon necessarily make any difference? I don't know that it does. So maybe we do this. We go 1 and 1. We play 3 and 1. That auto hits this guy unless he flips. Both attacks go against this juvenile dragon. That will kill him in a round if he doesn't flip. Otherwise, we have to try to hit him twice. The other guy will get a shot at us at the 44% chance. I'm not 1,000% sure how I feel about that. But let's do it in any case. Who flips and who doesn't flip? Nobody flips. No, this guy flips. Okay, that sucks. We're going to take a hit anyway. But this guy does flip. This guy does not flip. Our 2 attacks go first. They are longer. And we are going to hit him 2 times. And we are going to do 1 damage and 1 damage and kill him. And he is done. So 1 juvenile dragon is killed. This guy is going to come back and hit us. I'll take the hit on the helmet. The hit on the helmet will damage the helmet and it will wound me. Okay. I am going to wound a heart. And then the question is, do you go all out attack? Trying to get right? Do you go nuts on the attack? Trying to finish him off? I am. I'm gonna do. Or you could. If he flips, he's dead regardless. Done. We're gonna play like this. If he flips, he dies. If he doesn't flip, he's gonna. Nope, he doesn't flip. We get 2 shots at him. The first shot's the really important one. We miss because of course we frickin' miss. We miss a lot. Second attack misses also. He hits us, does a point, and wounds us again. I'm going to damage the armor. Oops, whoa, nope, that is not okay. Both armors are damaged. Jesus Christ. And we have to take a wound. I take a wound. I'm going to win this brown cube, and then I'm going to smack this guy again. God damn it. We're doing it again. He's going to flip and die. Flip and die. Flip. Flip. He flips. And then he dies. We hit him at speed 3. Done. Let's record the days. The days are, so we get a couple things going on here. Day 9, we do kill 2x juvenile dragons. That's 20 fame worth of dragon. So that's good. So we're up to 29, which does put us in second place. So it takes a point off the magician, gives us a point, and that puts him, you know, he's kicking the lead there a little bit. But more importantly, we also are going to score Monster Lure, and that's a VP, and Dragon Slayer. And that is a total of 2 VP today. So he has 3 cards in hand for a total of 7 points. And so the Pit Fighter, with that combat, cleverly sort of engineered, he does take a lead. And so the question is, he can make this a potion. So I'm going to tap that card and put it down here for the time being. I'm going to discard this one. He does get to draw 2. And he gets Sacrifice and Might Trainer. Discover the altar. Perform a quest action to sacrifice a deep treasure. Earn 1 VP. Gain 1 health. Interesting. And Might Trainer. Random clearing, though. So the Might Trainer is in a random clearing. So that could be any old place. It is in Woods, Murky Woods. Murky Woods. Where are the Murky Woods? Have we seen the Murky Woods? Oh, there they are. So I'm going to put the Might Trainer is in MW, and then we don't know where. Let's roll a D6. MW6. That's not bad for our boy here, our guy here. Now, don't get me wrong, you would rarely want to play like this with 2 weapons. He could double fist and max out both axes. But you'd only be playing 2 cubes to attack. So that would be sort of crappy, right? That's not quite what he wants to do generally. But it does take him from, man, your game is looking shitty, to, man, your game is looking awesome. In one fell swoop there. Nothing a nice cold beer can't solve. Good point, Rob. Good point. But yeah, it is supposed to get hot too. Do we have another fight? We had. I don't think we did, right? He was done. Oh, we did have a fight, right? We did it. No. Yeah, that was yesterday. Done. Yeah, we're done. We're good. Put these guys back. Day 10. Magician is first. Oh, and did he kill? I'm sorry. Did he kill someone in the grassy plains next to the sanctuary? He actually scored another point because he scores holy days. Because one of the main conditions is killing someone next to the sanctuary. Kill any monsters in the tiles adjacent to the sanctuary. So he scored 3 points today. So he's up to 8. He rocked that. he's like, yes, it was a confluence of that lucky sort of right. I mean, we're just giving the pit fighter the win now, aren't we? Okay. All right. The magician. The magician is stunned by the pit fighter's deft manipulating of the rolls. We only have 2 treasures left in the hideout. So I think we are going to the secret cache. The secret cache is what? It's one of those deep treasure 20 golds. Yeah, we're going to go 1, 2. Search once. You can do this, magician. He gets an extra search, by the way. So he's moved twice. He has searched once. I'm going to copy and paste this here. Searched twice. And he finds it. All right, good. So first thing is first, he does find the secret cache, and he does get the points. That's day 10. That's 5 fame. And that ups him to 20 fame, but he is still in 3rd place, so he's still not scoring any points for that. So he gets 20 fame. He did score the fame. He gets, I think as soon as he finds these, he gets them. And he gets the Shield of Mercy, which I don't think he can equip. Yeah, no, he's too weak to equip it. But he gets 5 more fame. At that point, I'm just going to do that. He's up to 25 fame, so he's close to getting his point back. He does get 20 gold. I'll just put it here, 20 gold like that. And so he's up to 44 gold. And 44 gold keeps him in the lead. And he is done. And the question is, what's he going to do? Oh, that's a great question. We're gonna keep moving because we still have vapor form to give if we need to, and we are done. The pit fighter could really use a rest, and he could use to get his armor repaired. Probably. I don't think those are necessarily bad things to try to get done. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the mines, and the pit fighter is done. The Burgess, I think the Burgess has some crypt to loot still, right? He's down to 3. He is cursed, so getting found is not going to go well for him. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to explore here for 1. Oh, it is the keep. Oh, that's super lucky. Let's roll to see where the keep is. 3. That's not as lucky, but it's still okay. The keep has the knights. The keep has 2 civilization tokens. The vendor and the smith. And that's great because we can at least get our stuff done here. So that was 1. We're going to go 2, 3. And that's it. And I think we are going to, we can't really rest. We're just going to be done. And that is the day for everybody. Let's roll monsters. Caves, but no one's in it. I mean, and sites. So secret cache is going to draw bandits. The other bandits. Now, if we were just playing at home and we had these cards, I would just use the bandits and move them, kind of thing. And wherever the bandits moved, that would be what you're right. And maybe that's the better way to do it. Yeah, but we're good. We're good. So I don't appreciate artificial sweetener. I think studies have shown that it does the same bad things to your metabolism as sugar. No calories, but it still messes you up somehow. However, the sparkling ice ginger lime is freaking delicious. It's very ginger forward with a hint of lime. And so it's just, I'm like, oh, this is delightful. No one else in the house likes it. I'm like, I could drink that all day. It's wonderful. Don't drink that all day. So we do get bandits there. I don't think we get anything anywhere else because I think everybody else is in civilization tile. So that is good, and that's the end of our day. So okay, this is a dumb question. So you know what? I'm gonna continue with the game a tiny bit more for ask my dumb question. So it's the pit fighter first. The pit fighter is hanging out with the dwarves. We don't have actually much to Crone Scholar or Smith? No, just the smuggler here. Okay. So what are we going to do for our day? I think what we're going to do is we are going to trade. I think we can, for base price, get our armor repaired. Pays the price shown on the armor. So that sucks a little bit because that's $11. I'm not going to look at the smuggler's bits because he's going to give me the shittiest deal and I'm going to have a 2. So I'm going to pay the 11 gold and we're going to remove these 2 armor injuries there. That is, nope, that is boom, boom. That is a trade phase. We are then going to rest 3 and get our chits back. Done. We are then going to do nothing else. We are good to go. That is it. That's the pit fighter. We are done. The Burgess. 1-2. I do think a trade phase is in order, but a trade phase is going to cost us $5. And that is going to remove our curse. So 1-2. Trade 3. I do need to rest, but instead, I think we are going to... can we hire a knight? We might be able to hire a knight. Knight's base 30. It's wisdom. I don't know how wise we are. Hold on. We are wise-ish. We're wise-ish. So I'm going to do my last trade phase. and we are going to sell everything we've got here. So 14, 26 bucks. And that's going to go to, don't really care who. We're going to sell it to the Smith. And that is 26 bucks. Huh. I mean, look. Oh my God, we just dropped it into the Grove. God damn it. That is super not clever. Boom, and I have a longsword. Boom. Okay. There you go. 1, 2, and 3. And now we have 26 bucks, which gives us 35 bucks. It does give us some gold, puts us in second place for gold. That's good. That's a good thing. Because we need to slow the pit fighters' rise to power. Done. But that's it. That is the day. And I suppose we can look at what he has and potentially buy something as well. So I suppose we will at least consider that also. Oh, Warhorse. Damn, Skip. So all that is pointless. Doesn't suck. Don't know. That's my shit. I don't think we're gonna buy anything here. Group up and flip. That horse is awesome. I just don't think we're in a position right now to deal with it. So that's it. We're done as the Burgess. So that is his move. And the last guy is the Magician. We really don't have a good kill a bunch of guys sort of thing going on here. We have a good kill one guy thing going on because that dagger is simply awesome. So we should at least consider our options, you know, as we go. Let me put the extra search phase there, put these here. But we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. No, I don't want to do that. I would like to go 1, 2, sneak and move into here. We're going to try to save our cube. Or not. Because remember, we have to get past the village because we gray cubed it because we're a dummy. You should never do the civilization tile ever for vapor form, ever for any reason, unless it's empty. If it's empty, do it. Otherwise, you got to move out to the next hex. You have to. So instead, I'm going to burn this treasure, which gives me 2 more actions. And I'm just going to, we're going to burn it. We're going to vapor form and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But we do burn a gray cube. Done. And that is everybody's turn. We roll for monsters. I don't know how many people are actually out and about. Is the Burgess out and about? No, everyone is literally in a civ tile right now. So nothing happens. Done. Unless we'd have got monsters return or something, right? So okay, so before day 12, is it okay to take 2 minutes and I'll tell you my stupid little mini story? It's not really a story, but it's the setup for the question, right? So again, I tell people all the time, I'm not a big fan of generative AI, but we are being asked to use it at work, and thus I have started experimenting with it, you know, at work and a tiny bit at home. Because again, I'm an old guy. I don't love it. I want to be, you know, You don't want to be that guy who is going against your boss and your boss's boss and the board and so on. You want to try to do what they want you to do. That literally is what they're paying me for. And using generative AI is what they want me to do until, of course, it gets so expensive that it's not going to be worth it, which may be super soon. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'm still experimenting. I have actually used it to putz with my tabletop RPG and make characters with me, the Supers game. And it's done and Scott can attest to this, it's done a weirdly reasonable job. Not great. It's not like the greatest character maker. It's not like a min-max, god like Scott is. Scott is not artificial intelligence. He is, actual masterful intelligence. I was trying to think of a quick initialization, which would have spelled some, booze or something, but I couldn't get there. And I started with A, so it didn't work. But so it did, and reading its reasoning, it was like, wow, that's actually not terrible. Like, it's not, and I know how LLMs sort of work, and I know they're not really thinking, and they don't reason per se, but whatever math it's doing. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the thanks, Richard. I'm sorry I'm boring you right now, but how is Australia? I knew a guy a long time back that moved to Australia, loved it. He visited once, loved it, moved there, thought it was an incredible place. So I've been using it. So I thought of this really stupid thing. And I think I'm going to make a video. So would you watch a short series of videos where I try to teach Claude how to play Magic Realm? Would you watch that mess? Now, some of it's just going to be like, I'm not going to do the whole thing on video because it's a long, shitty process. But it's a weird thing. Moved there in 2000 with permanent residency. Was so awesome. Love Australia. Yep. My friend just freaking swore by it. He's like, this is one of the best places to live. But we were on day 12, so I asked my question. So yeah, I'm thinking of making a video about teaching Claude to play Magic Realm and going through the steps and sort of what that means, and then getting a test game from Claude. So that's sort of where I'm at. I think it's funny. All right, let's get the magician. I think the magician's up. Magician is up. Make him play the pilgrim. I can't make him play a mage. There's extra overhead I don't think I can manage at this point. So I wouldn't make him do a mage. We would do a fighter, and the character he chose for its first playthrough was the Amazon, which wasn't a terrible choice. So, and again, even Claude said, nah, I'm not going to play a mage. That seems like a pain in the ass right now. So he's thinking just like Scott. So I thought that was all very interesting. I don't, obviously you run the risk of gaining the ire of the internet, because I do understand why the internet hates AI, and it probably should. But so I am going to, now I don't know that I can do rest phases while I am vapored. What are we trying to do? I would love to get to a dwell. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We moved through. Maybe I should have stopped here. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then spend 2 rest phases. And that's going to give me cube back. Done. But I do appreciate Richard, kind words. Thanks for the interesting playthroughs. Mark Mitchell, I am interested in how sort of LLMs work and what their limits are and sort of how that all, right? So it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So we're at the Pit Fighter though. So the Pit Fighter, I got a chip when I entered here. So let's draw a chip. We get a site. We get the Chamber of Commerce. So very interesting. We get the Chamber. I really need to get to a dwelling and sort of sell off the crap I'm not really ever going to use. But we don't have a ton of it, so I suppose it's not too bad. But I really want some of these cubes to get done. Okay. It's the Pit Fighter. What's the Pit Fighter got going? Pit Fighter's down to $11. I would love to get that Might Trainer. Where's the Might Trainer? He is not that far away. He is not that far away. It's a little crappy where he is, because I can go 1, 2, but can't actually enter the Quiet Bog. I don't have enough phases to do so. So I think we're just going to go 1, 2 and be done. Good night, Michael. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for coming. And that's the end of day 12. So we do get some monsters. I don't know if any of them count like we care. But the Magician's out. The Magician's not sitting in a... So we get forests and scratches. Nothing appears. And we are on to day 13. Magician first. I do. I need a dwelling. I would still allow him to exchange at this dwelling, even though he can't trade there, right? I don't think that's a stretch. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the chamber. So that's one move. And then we're going to search for the chamber. 2. Oops, wait, stop. That was 2. So 1, 2, 3 is free. Let's roll it. Done. Chamber is found. On day 13? Day 13. Five more fame. The chamber is found. We're up to 30. Is 30 enough? 30 is enough to take a point from the Pit Fighter. And the Pit Fighter is getting just a little whittled away. So I do appreciate that. That's nice. So what we did, we went in there, we moved 1, we searched. One of those searches was free. So done. But we did find the chamber. Chamber is here. We're going to loot it once. And I do think that I think we did 3 searches. One move. I don't know about that third search, but we're going to say the third search. And then he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do 1 loot phase. We get the 4th treasure. God damn it. What? Nope. Oh, we must have drawn the top card. Hold on. That is not okay. Yep. And it is the Tome of Tricks. Oh, this is so good for the Magician. Jesus Lord. That is amazing for the Magician. First thing is he's going to use it. That gives him a gray cube, which helps his vapor form game go, and it scores himself improvement. And that's a VP. So he scores a card in addition to the rest of his points. And now the score is 6-4-4. Okay. And that's, you know, starting to get there, right? Starting to get a little tight again. He does also get another card, which he desperately needs to cycle cards. And he gets Alchemist Trainer. What the hell is this? You hear of a trainer in a random clearing. Oh, I gotta write this down. Hold on. Alchemy Trainer. You hear of a trainer in a random clearing, trade with him and pay 5 gold. You earn a VP. Take any potion you have in your inventory and flip it. Tap it. So turn it on its side. You now have the ability to create this potion by performing the enchant action in a dwelling, untapping the potion. That could be incredibly powerful for certain potions. I don't know. That sounds okay. That's great, but we do got to roll a random clearing, which is problematic because this could be anywhere, right? It's in 2-2. Barriers 2 or barriers. Yeah, it's the barriers. I'm sorry, the barriers 4. Do we have the barriers? We do have the barriers out and about, and he is sitting under these dragons. So Alchemy Trainer is in the barriers 4. I'll just put it like that. Bar 4. That is a long freaking way away from here. that is not okay. Now, weirdly enough, the Magician might be the perfect guy for this because the Magician has open gate. There is one gate on the board right now. So open gate gets him right to here. Oh, okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to put a little goal marker there. I'll put the dragons right there. Put him there. Oop, put him there so that we at least can vaguely see what's what. And again, I'd have missed that forever, except that pink cube wasn't there. So, okay. So we are done with the Magician. The Burgess gets to go. What's the Burgess doing? Burgess has 35 gold on his person. He has sold all his crap. He has 35 gold on his person. He really needs... He's getting 1 point out of the gold. Just 1 point. Is he in the lead for fame? He's in the lead for fame. He's getting 1 point from gold. He needs to plant his flag in Putrid Waters. Putrid Waters is here. I'm going to copy and paste again. Oop, that's the Magician. Sorry. We'll put a little goal marker in Putrid Waters 1. Hopefully we'll be able to see that. I'm turning into a pumpkin. Good night, Mark. Thanks, man. Thanks. Sorry it took so long. Thanks for watching. Putrid Waters 1. We could plant our flag. We also need to get our stuff. We need to kill a Guardian, which is in the Timberlands. So maybe we're going to get our shit together. I'm going to try to hire a guard, or a knight. The knight's like wisdom. We are vaguely wise. We're going to do a higher phase. It only costs $30 to hire him. Let's make it 20. Let's make it 20. It is $20 to hire. We're going to make it 10. We're going to make it 10. Let's do it. Let's do it. We did. $10. $10 to hire Knight 3. Done. on day 13. And day 13 plus 14 is day 27. So we actually have him for a reasonable amount of time, assuming we don't kill him, like we did the last guy. So we spent $10 there. That brings us down to $25. Do we do it one more time? Do we do it one more time and just try? Because then I'm going to try to make my way to here and to here, I think. And just, do this loop here to try to get all the stuff that I need to get done. Second hire phase. We're doing it. We're going to hire Knight 2. It's going to cost us $33 right now. It's going to... we failed. Hire phase 3, but we can still go. Nope, we kicked out. And no. And we're done. Because we can't do anything else today. So that is done. Pit Fighter. Goes 1-2. 3, we're going to naked move to get out of the Quiet Bog. Oh, wait, we have to do a thing here. So 1-2. And there's a gate there. Okay, so that's intriguing. So that's actually problematic for the magician, because he now has 2 gates that he could appear in. So 1-2. And then we're just going to go 3, because we only get 3 phases into the wood. We do get an item for it, and it is a mace. I don't really care about a mace. It's not wieldy to wield with our dual wielding action. It is time to roll. Cave's bad. Forest bad. Think not great. Caves are going to draw 3 giant bats in 1. Frickin' A. 3 bats. 3 bats, 1. Oh, I should just... Oh, God. I'm sorry. You know what I'm sorry about? Nah, I mean... No, Rob. If you... Sure. Here's the issue. As the Pit Fighter... That is a desperately bad choice, because it takes away my option of only playing 2 might cubes, because I'm going to play 2 in the mace hand and 1 in the hand axe hand. So that's fine. And I could do the same thing by playing 2 cubes with the hand axe. Do you see what I mean? You were correct in that if I ever met something that was 3 health and armored, the mace would be superior. I would be one-handing the mace. That would be a superior fight. That's absolutely true. But otherwise, it reduces my options fighting by taking away the option to just play 1 cube in 1 hand. We drew 3 giant bats, right? Yeah, let me do the thing I'm supposed to do. Done. See, look at that. Oh my God. George, you're a genius. I'm a dumbass. George, you were a genius. And George is a guy who essentially has put this mod together, and he's done such a great job. And this game has better mod support than like 90% of the games I've seen. Yeah, like, so that's the issue, right? He really wants to find one of those goofy swords or daggers with 1 box, but like 2 sharpness stars or something, right? So we get bats. Is there anything else? Stink, right? We get some stink. And someone gets a gnoll. The Pit Fighter gets a gnoll. So we've got some rolling to do here, Lucy. The Magician needs to roll. And he's not sneaking. So let's roll for the Magician. Magician needs double, and he is. So the magician's hidden. So we're going to put a little hidey hole in there. Done. We're hidden. What about the pit fighter? Pit fighter could be hidden. He is also hidden. By the way, we're going to kill the Gnoll. That Gnoll is not making it till tomorrow. That Gnoll is like the cop who's 3 days away from retirement, right? That's what this Gnoll is. That's what's happening to the Gnoll. Now here's the thing with the Gnoll. It's gonna take. We're gonna double hit him. I think we're gonna double hit him. Oh yeah, we're gonna double hit him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't really matter. We could either play 2 in 1, or we could play 1 in 1. Our weapon isn't longer, which sort of sucks. Crap. It does suck a little bit. He is going to get a shot at us. And he could destroy a piece of armor and wound us. So, I mean, not the best. We still have to play 2 cubes, no matter what, to kill him in 1 hit. We're going to have to play 2 cubes. So we might as well play like this, and we'll play all-out offense. We are hoping, of course, that he does not flip. He does not flip. So what this means is on round 1... Oh! So we actually don't have to do that. You know, we don't have to do that. So hold on. Now this is sort of cheesy, but Magic Realm does it all the time. We don't have to fight on round 1. We can wait, because we're hidden, we can wait until round 2 to step out. And if we wait until combat round 2 to step out, weapon speed goes first. So this becomes an auto kill. Because our attack will go first, because our speed is going to be higher whether he flips or not. And we're going to hit him 2 times. And we're going to do we're going to do a wound on hit 1, and we're going to do 2 damage on hit 2, and that will kill the wounded Gnoll. So day 13, Gnoll, 8 fame. 8 fame for the pit fighter brings him to 37. That puts him in 2nd place again. And these guys are literally jostling over. Jostling over that point. So a little smarter. We do not have to step out on round 1. And that lets us manipulate the fight a little bit more closely to what we want to do. The magician is going to remain hidden. There's no point to the magician going out. Now, the main issue is the magician also then doesn't get anything else out of... Well, I mean, he can, I suppose, get stuff out of the chamber. We're fine for now. We'll figure that out. Let's figure out day 14 now. Magician is first. So I would argue the magician sneaks, which means he immediately must hide. We roll the hide dice. He is hidden. So we flip that over to hide. And now he gets potentially 3 loot phases of the chamber, hidden from the bats. So this is loot 1. He gets the 2nd card. Oh, Icon of the Dragon. So dragons are going to draw. He does get 5 fame, but that sucks. 1. This is 2. He gets the 5th card, which is a fail. 3 loots is the 5th card, also a fail. Not the best. Not the best. On day 14, we're going to give him Icon Dragon, and that is 5 fame. Or does he take over the fame again? He doesn't. He barely does not take the fame back. That's hilarious. But now dragons will draw into his tile as though it was a mountain or a roar. So that sort of sucks. The magician is done. The pit fighter is next. 1, 2, 3. Do we have 5 gold to pay him? We do have 5 gold to pay him. I'm going to do it right now. We're going to do a trade phase right now. $6. So we do spend money, but we don't have any points for gold anyway. So spending that money, it's a little freeing. Frankly, we're going to have Might Trainer. That's another VP. It's his 5th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ. It's his 5th card. 8 points. He gets a VP, and he gains a Might Cube. I mean, look at this guy. This guy is super buff. This is like Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire. This is peak Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire 1990s here. Was Barry, were they? Explore the Foul Swamp. Now that's a 2 VP'er because it does require you to touch every clearing. So let's take a look. Is the Foul Swamp out? It is. And it is close by. The pit fighter starting to get a little lucky here. A little luck going on. We're done with our move. And the Burgess. Let's hire. We're going to hire 33, but nope, failed. And done. I think that is time to move on. So that's 1 phase, 2 phases. We're going to explore for our 3rd phase. It is the Meadows. Sure. 2, 3. 3 is here. It is a gate. Again, making the magician's life a tiny bit harder. Three, and then we're going to, I think we are going to sneak. So we don't want to be too nutty. Let's sneak. Done. And I think that's it. I think that is our entire day. Let's roll day 14. Monster check. Swamps bad. Scratches are bad. No swamps, no scratches in either of those. No swamps or scratches. Day 14 is complete. Holy Days is complete. Done and done. Meadows, do we have a Meadows? Oh, the Meadows. Meadows 5. Hold on, Meadows 5. We got to pay attention. That's hard. So Meadows 5 is the broken wagon. What does the broken wagon got to do? What's a girl got to do to get a broken wagon around her? Oh, yeah. So place the broken wagon in a random clearing in a plains tile. We already did that. First adventurer to arrive sees the problem. Broken down, you have to head to woods, search for wood, do 1 labor. Ogres, the wagon's being harassed by ogres. Goblins, abandoned. Okay. And have we seen the Forlorn Tunnel? I don't think we've seen the Forlorn Tunnel. No. So we could do that. There is a woods right nearby. So it's not like this is a difficult, right? It's not super long. We go up there, we see, maybe we fix it. We might have to fight some spiders. I would say that I would argue the knight's pretty good at that, probably, for us. All right, but that's the end of day 14. And we are going to see 3 more of these. This might be a little much for this. I don't know, because, well, for the Explore game, I think it's harder because some of these tiles aren't even out. And so you do get a little bit of a glut here because it's harder to clear these. The damsel hasn't shown up because she needs the Hoard of the Trove. Random cave tile is Forlorn Tunnel, which we haven't seen. So for day 15, we're going to get 3 more of these. A lonely orc in a mountain tile. A robber baron. The topmost knight, 2 wardens, and 2 villagers. Oh, yikes. And the lost crone. Okay. So first off, random mountain tile. Mountain 3. High pass. High pass 1. The high pass is here. High pass 1 is here. It is a orc lonely orc smith. Oh, the dating sites. Lonely orc. The robber barons, the topmost knight. 2 wardens. We don't want to, yeah, so it's 3 and 2. That's a rough stack, by the way. 2 wardens and 2 villagers. Terrorizing folks in a random clearing. Random tile, 5, 6. So woods, and then choose hazard, but this isn't a person, so it's just the game rolling, so the game re-rolls. Woods 3, deep woods. Deep woods. Let's look for the deep woods. Have we seen the deep woods yet? We got the murky woods. We got the elder woods, the timberlands, the oak wood. Let's see the deep woods. Deep woods up here. Deep woods. What clearing in the deep woods, sir? You might ask. Deep woods 1. There you go. Those bad boys are in deep woods 1. If you defeat their leader, the knight, the rest scatter to the hills. So all you got to do is kill the leader. You could negotiate, but that's a hard charm test. So that means you roll with the loot dice, because the loot dice are 1 higher than the haggle dice, and the grabby hands are a fail. Dealing with this rabble earns you 1 VP and 4 mission dice, and you could discard all tokens. The crone, wherever she is going to come here and wander into a random clearing. 1-4, cave 4, the secret dens. The crone is at the secret dens. What clearing in the secret dens is the crone lost in? 5. Secret den, 5. There's the crone. And that's fine. We'll just leave her. I'm going to put her there so that she's offset a tiny bit. Again, I think the magician would do well to maybe pop up there, right? And he could grab the crone, drag her back to where she was. She was at the sanctuary, so it's literally just pop in, grab her, drag her back to... Oh, this is gone, by the way. I'm going to just... lost. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that here. So that gives me a little bit more... Again, it has to stand out. One problem I have with a lot of games, but with Dragons Down in particular, is sometimes it gets muddy. The color's muddy for me. The mod is better than the tabletop game. The table game, some things are just muddy. They're just hard to read. It is what it is. It doesn't detract from, you know, the awesomeness, which is the game, but it does make some things harder to read. I think the Magician has a real shot of just popping up here, grabs the crone, heads to the sanctuary, goes up here, deals with this, right? I think he's got some that might be a way to go. So that's what we're set up for. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. I'm not going to get 7 more days done. I'm pretty sure. I've seen a lot of videos and studies that show that playing video games lowers IQ. Really? Are you sure about that? That doesn't smell right. That doesn't smell right to me. I think that things around playing video games, I think sedentary lifestyles probably contribute to things which aren't good for your brain power generally. But I don't feel like playing video games is going to lower your IQ specifically. But maybe. I haven't read such a study. You have to link me a study. Even the aim and shoot games seem like, you know. Let's play. I tell you what. Let's go. Let me think about this. Let's do a few more days. We'll try to go to around 11:30, right? I don't want to go past midnight tonight. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow work-wise. But let's go around 11:30. We'll play a little bit longer, get a few days done. We will finish this up next week, and we will essentially do, because we'll get to probably day, what is the, probably we'll get to day like maybe 17 or something, right? And we'll try to do something like an extra week or so, maybe at the end of the, like, right, instead of 28 days, maybe go to 35 days or something. And that'll be about half and half, right, next week, that kind of thing. So we're set up with quests. I think the scores are accurate. It's the Burgess's turn. I think the Burgess is going to go into the meadows. He will sneak first and go 1-2. So the Burgess is going to sneak. He's going to head into the meadows with his knight, who's also sneaking. He does have to roll a die. As soon as he enters, it's most points at the end of the game, right? So end of the game is however many days we decide, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game. The Pit Fighter currently is well in first place, but we will see. 3, broken down. The wagon needs repairs. Head to a random woods clearing. So this is the condition for everybody here, is that the wagon is indeed broken down. I think you just, no, I don't have a good, what do you get when you do this? I think you get, a VP and a treasure, but we'll do that, right? If you succeed in doing the thing, helping them. Did I have something else in here? I wonder. Anyway, so that is 1, 2, 3, I believe, and I mean we're gonna go 4 and be done. Okay. I do think the magician I think we will have cast Open Gate that night. I do not play chess. I don't really enjoy chess, strangely enough. I've never enjoyed chess. We do have to get to a town. I'm gonna do Open Gate. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do Open Gate yesterday. So done. Just so we know. Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter is gonna do what? We have Sacrifice, Explore the Foul Swamp. Well, the Foul Swamp's right here. We're gonna go 1 because he's an orc. We get an item. He gets a staff, really, guys? That's 1, 2, 3. And there's a site. It's the Monolith. And he has entered 1 clearing. FS2. So let's go here and we'll do day 15. And we'll just note that he entered FS2, right? Just as a thing. Oh, I see. So we have to go to a random gate right now. So we will do that. So the gates are going to be 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be the random roll. 1, 2. So we end up here. Poof. End up right. So yesterday we end up there. Which is lucky. So we're going to go 1 and quest. They become our follower. And we're going to go 3. That's the magician. This is for the pit fighter. We get monsters. Swamps would be bad. Caves would be bad. We get caves. Caves bad. Swamps are okay because carrion is the thing. So are plains. But caves bad. And caves are going to draw into 6 2 giant bats. Nope, nope, I'm not doing it. Stop, stop. This is not okay. Stop. Oh, look at that. God damn it. That's the end of the day, though. Day 16 it is. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then sneak. And that's FS1, FS3. I believe. Is that 1 and 3? I think that's 1 and 3, right? Yeah. I'm going to shrink these a tiny bit. Copy, paste, paste. Just to show we've been there. It's going to be a little, so this is where it gets dicier. So think about how long this takes. That's 2 days. It's going to take 3 days to get to files. I mean, once you get to 5, you're going to have to search, right? That might take a day or 2. And so I'm saying another probably 2 or 3 days that's going to take. So those 2 VP are going to certainly be worth it, but it's a lot of doing. Now it's the magician's turn. We're going to go 1, 2, right? And take her back to the sanctuary. I think that's it. Return them to a dwelling. But it is the dwelling. She started here. So the crown started here. So we go, so today we do 1, 2. That's 2 moves. Return her to the dwelling. I mean, I'm going to trade with her and sell these 3 items And that's going to be 32, 46, 47, 48 bucks, which is going to bring us to 92 bucks. And we are definitely winning. Goddamn. And let me get one of those nasty tokens. So the crone gets these. And we now get one of these. So now dragons are going to draw in here too, which I should have paid more attention to that, but I think we were okay. So mountains and roar is going to draw juvenile and adult dragons. We are going to score a card. So that gives us our second card, bringing us to 4. So that's fine. We also get 3 mission dice because we brought her to the right place. And that's going to be 2 fame and 6 gold. Two fame is 37. Oh, there we go. 6 gold is just ridiculous at this point. 37 ties him for second place. So I'm going to put a plus symbol there to indicate the half point. They share a half point, and so that brings him down to 7.5. That ups him to 4.5. So he takes second place in the whole shebang here and gets a little closer to our guy. Quick magic realm. If you do hurricane winds, put a monster out of a mountain tile. Does that monster wander or just sit in the clearing they land? They roam when they roam. So if indeed you roll that monster later and you're in those woods, that monster will roam to you. That's absolutely the case. So that was simply 1, 2. So 2 and we're done. We have 2 more moves left to go. And so we have to figure out what to do. We traded. So that was 3. Oh, and I should check to see what she had, by the way, just in case there's anything I wanted to try to buy. So, because you can sell and buy in the same whatchamacall. She had a spell book? Okay. I'm going to check it at least. Ugh, that's 12. Wow. Taloria the Gladiator is incredible. Incredible. Just not, I mean, alert is incredible. Sort of an auto alert or, you know, extra alert phase is good. Like all those are good. I am going to buy the spellbook though. The spellbook is worth 36 is sold for 36 bucks. I would love to haggle though. I don't really want to do 36 bucks. She is a witty girl. Or are they just awaken? I'm not sure what you mean. I also really like the spellbooks in this game. So you know what's inside. Do you have to learn them? Yes, you do have to learn them. There's no awaken per se, which I do appreciate. I don't I mean, awaken's there because that way someone can use the spell without any magic, right? So we're going to haggle. We need a 3 or less. 2, so it's down to not 36, but 24 bucks. I'm going to buy it for 24 bucks. There's 74 left. And we get that. So we are a proud owner of the book. Group. flip, crone up, and we're going to do one learn phase today to learn Orc Call, and we can learn Doppelganger, but we're going to learn Orc Call first. Oops, wait, that didn't. I hit a bad button. Oop, I locked him. That's lunch is over, much dash. See you, Richard. Thanks, man. And he learns it. He learns Orc Call from the book. Perfect. That gives him 5 fame and a spell. So he's up to 42 fame. And he has 1 spell. What's the spell going to do? He is... try to catch the video, if you would. He is winning the spell race. And he gets 2 points for that. 6.5. And he's done. Like, that's all we can do there. So we're going to ditch these and put these right there. That's why he bought the book. It's worth 2 points for him to buy the book. And that is the magician's turn. It is now the Burgess's turn. The Burgess is going to go... do we just... Ooh. Do we just alert and go 1, 2, 3? Sure. I say we alert and go 1, 2, 3. We're just going to do it. Alert, move, move, move. Charge, charge, charge. Bam. As soon as we do that, we got to roll hide dice. And we are not hidden. We wouldn't have hit even if we snuck. So we are blocked and ready to fight. That's the end of the day. And we are rolling monsters. Magician doesn't matter. They're in a sanctuary. Caves suck. Stench sucks. No, neither of those appear. We are done. But the Burgess is fighting 2 giant spiders. He has a night buddy. The Burgess and night buddy. First thing is first. Who did these guys attack? 1, 2, 3 is me. 4, 5, 6 is Night Buddy. So this guy is attacking me. This guy is attacking the knight. Good question what we're going to do. Our weapon is longer. We have alerted, so we can play 4 chits. So that's 6 chits, I should say. We could play 1, 2, 3, and 1, like that. And I think that does what we need it to do. The knight... what happens if he flips? I think the knight has to play defensive. The knight could play offensive, but that's not helping him hit this thing because you're comparing outer numbers and inner numbers, right? Outer numbers, we still don't hit him. Inner numbers, he has a good chance of hitting us. Similarly, yeah, that's not super great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna try to kill this guy, and I'm going to aim at him. So the knight's on his own, sort of, fighting this dude. So let's figure out who flips, and what happens? They both flip. So let's figure out what happens. My weapon is not longest. The knight's weapon is longest, and he has a crappy chance to hit. Oh, come on, please, please, please. He does not hit. He misses because he's not equal. The spider has to roll, and the spider has a crappy chance to hit because he's going 1 versus 2. The spider hits. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. He kills the knight. Done. Knight is done. Spider grabs a knight, eats him, face eaten, and we lose 10 fame. And that was it, because he's on the death side. This is the deadly side. I do get to go. I do 3 to 2, and I kill this spider. So that spider is dead. I do get 8 fame. So he is dead. Now this spider is aiming at me. I'm going to play exactly the same way. Does this spider flip? He does not flip. 3 goes faster than 2. I hit him for 2. Kill him. Done. So it's 16 minus the 10 fame. So I actually end up with 6 fame for the pit fighter. That brings him to 42 fame, which again ties the magician after the magician got 5 more points. Is there 6 more points or whatever? Not sure how that happened, but oh, he rolled die. He got two extra points. That's ridiculous, by the way. But we lost another hireling. Oh, that is so not okay. Damn it. I will say hirelings in Dragon's Down are more fragile generally, I feel, than Magic Realm, because in Magic Realm you're always playing the angle of, well, what can't kill this guy? So I will always put him against the thing that can't kill him. Here, there's nothing really that can't kill anything else. Like it's always a chance, even if it might take multiple rounds. But there's not a lot of things that are going to survive, even 2 rounds in some cases, let alone. So interesting. So the gnome finds himself alone again, naturally. Do you suffer? Yeah, you do. You take his fame hit. You take the hit in fame, which he did. Which sucks. The Burgess is next. What do we have to do for the wagon? We need to search for wood, return to the wagon, and produce 1 labor. Looks like we're searching. Come on, give me the consolation prize. No, that's 1 search phase. 2 search phase. So he does get the wood. Done. Wood happens. And then he goes 1 back into the meadows. And then we are going to sneak. The Burgess is done. The magician. One, 2, 3, 4. I think we have to hit. So what are we shooting for here? We have Flat Earther, and we have the Alchemy Trainer. So the problem is we don't have a potion for the Alchemy Trainer. So I really need a potion. Like a potion of flight would be so good. Is there anyone else to buy anything off of? Because we don't have a potion. So the alchemy trainer, though, we would get our victory point. We're not going to get sort of the cool benefit of getting the alchemy, the potion tapped, and thus being able to recreate it at will. So what do? We bought the spell book. There's not a ton else to do. I don't mind a doppelganger, especially because it is permanent. So that's an interesting... Now, I don't have any attacks still, except for this Sea Fang, which doesn't suck. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to learn. We are going to learn. So we're gonna get some book learning. We're going to learn doppelganger. So... one action, that's a fail. So one action is done. We're going to re-roll this die for the second action. Nope. Third action, yes. So for 3 actions, we learn a spell. We get 5 more fame, which is going to take us to 47, and that's going to get us... That's the problem with ties, right? So he loses another half point. He gains another half point. And now all of a sudden it is a tie game because of the fame battle going on here. And we learned doppelganger. That was wounded, by the way. And then you know what? I'm going to sell this back to her for $2. Done. 76. I'll do a trade phase and sell that back to her for $2. And I'm going to put this here because just convenient. So the magician is done. It's the pit fighter last. The pit fighter goes to 5. That's 2 moves. I'm going to search for the secret path. Finds it. That's good. So third thing is find the secret path. So he did. I'm going to put that, by the way. So this is day 17. Yeah, day 17. What does he find? 5 to 6? 5 to 6. So that's 2 moves, a search, and a sneak. Done. So in this game, you get the spell permanently, and you still have it even if you return. Yes, you do not cast the spell from the book. There's no such thing. Once you learn the spell, it just goes into your list. The book actually loses it and loses value. But no one else can learn that spell out of the book. It's literally your spell at that point in time. Is that it? Are we done? We're done for the day. We get sights and woods. Okay. Excuse me. Nothing for the magician, of course. The Burgess is going to draw woods. 1 dire wolf to 5. So wolves are menacing our guy there. And we get the monolith, the Omnicrux, the weird, goofy ass, nasty thing floating silently over the monolith. We have to get to 6 and 4. If we get to 6 and 4, we're going to score 2 VP. That's going to put the pit fighter ahead 9 to 7. We're going to do one more day, and then we're going to be done. and the magician is first. So we have learned a bunch of crap. We're good to go there. Yeah, I do think so. What we're going to do is we are going to enchant blue. Oh, we are going to end our day and return Pardon Me. Done. So that is yesterday. And I do give myself a little grace day to day since I'm running 3 hands. We get beginner's luck. When you're asked to perform an attribute, labor, or steel check, you get a success for free. 1 success, though you may require more. It's a use. It's no points. No points. Then I'm going to enchant. We're going to enchant blue. So I'm not vapor formed. But it also flips the tile. Which was sort of what I was going for this time. And then we're going to move 1 to there. Done. And that is done. That's the magician's turn. The pit fighter is going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I hate to say it, we're going to go 4 into the woods. That is going to get us our explorer. On day 18. And that is 2 card points. Putting him in the lead, 9-4-7. But it's a naked move there. And who is next? The Burgess. Burgess goes 1, 2. Oh, geez. Well, It's not great. It's not great. We're gonna sneak, I suppose. Then we will head in and roll our hides. And we are hidden. So we are hidden and we are there. And I think that's it. We're rolling monsters now. Monsters return or jump you based on where you're at, but nothing. So 1, 2, 3. These guys 1, 2, 3, 4. They return, return, return. Does not return. Doesn't return. That's a event thingy, right? Return. So it does clear the board a little bit. For better or worse, I think. But then we have to check orcs. No orcs there. No orcs there. And none for the magician. And no dragons for the magician. And we have to decide whether we're going to fight. I don't know that we necessarily fight this. You could play like that. If he flips, you kill him. If it doesn't flip, you have a 50-50 chance of killing him. And otherwise, you take a wound. Sure. We will come out and we will play it like that. It's not 50-50, by the way. It's actually... So, does he flip? First thing, Does he flip? Please say yes. He does not flip. So now we got to try to take him down here. So we need any symbols. We do not get any symbols. He hits us for a wound, and we're going to take that wound. We actually can't play like that anymore. We're going to play full defense. Hope he flips. He doesn't flip. He gets to attack us first. He needs doubles. He misses. We need doubles. We miss. That's one round bad. He doesn't flip next round. He hits us. We've got to play this, which sucks. And then we have to hit him, and we do, and kill him. And we get 8. So day 17 or 18? Did we do 18? We did 18. Sorry, 18. Eight fame. So that brings the Burgess to, oh wait, okay, so 8 fame, so 54. So he's just ahead. So the magician actually pulled ahead there for a second, and we missed it. But now we're ahead by a tiny bit. But we do need to rest. My lord, that's a lot of damage. So, I think this has been an interesting run, in my opinion. Hopefully, you think so too. The score is 9-7-4, but it is pretty close, all things considered. The Burgess is going to score a point here in a minute, and theoretically could try to plant their flag. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. This has been the quest variant for Dragons Down. It's a homebrew variant. It does, it takes away a little bit of the narrative kind of vibe and makes it more of an objective-y vibe. I do get that. And it does change the game and how the game works. But there you go. That's how it works. That's where we're at. Let's save this game. And Dustin is probably in the mines. Dustin is in the mines. Poor Dustin. Good to see you guys, Rob. Good to see Richard Monroe. That was cool to see new faces. Mark Mitchell. Scott, always good to see you. Asaru, good to see you as well. Michael, of course. Chauncey. Tony M. He came back. Michael Mellon. Dural. So we see some faces here and there. Obviously the regulars came in. I appreciate that, by the way. Grab the video and watch the video, please. And again, we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I don't know that we're going to. Probably not by the end of the year for sure at this rate. But boy, a little bit of push would be really nice, wouldn't it? So, I do appreciate Australia kicked in. That's pretty cool, actually. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping in. I will see you on Friday. It's going to be, I think, Stellaris. We're just going to play a little bit of Stellaris. It's not new Stellaris. It is updated Stellaris, and so it has stuff I've never seen. Just for fun, that's sort of a lark. And I will try to get my Claude crap together, and we will see how that goes. So, thanks a lot. I will see you all later. Have a good night, and have a good Thursday and Friday at work, if that's where you're heading. And like and subscribe, please. We'll do all the YouTube bits, and let's see what the rest of the week holds. Thanks a lot.